Hey guys, Anarchus here, playing some Feed the Beast on the Geek Planet server, a Minecraft edition. So I'm gonna do some recording with this. I've been playing it for a while, on and off, and right now I'm in Spawn Town. It's quite an old map actually. Me and a few friends started playing this when it first came out. Built Spawn Town. Basically, we haven't up till yeah, up till this point, we haven't really moved out beyond this area. We're just playing together, sharing everything, doing stuff together. Then when we released the Moam pack, we kind of got focused on that for a bit. And we'll still be playing that, but thought I'd return, play some Feed the Beast. Sicken and I are on here. Herxen was on here the other day, and he moved on out yonder somewhere. So, Spawn Town's kind of cool. It's basically lava powered. We've got a pump in the nether, filling this sucker up. This big Zycraft tank. And I've got a toggleable on and off system. So, primarily this is for the town, but also if you're a noob and you want to have a good start out in the wilderness there, you can tap into the spawn power. You can turn it on and off. That just turns it off at the source so that nobody can use it. In case we have like an energy leak or whatever, we can stop it from draining. Anyway, primarily in my spawn house I was doing bees and whatnot, and have a little bit of equipment upstairs. Oop, if I can get up the stairs. Those boots of the traveler there make me nauseous. So making biofuel, and that's good because this is sort of a prototype rig for what I'm going to do over at my new base. So I have started over, and I didn't really bring anything with me. Well, that's not true. I brought stone from here and wood from the wood farm over there. Built a house. I'm still working on it. And I'm coming back here to use some of the equipment because I don't have all the stuff. And of course with Greg Tech, everything's super hard to make. Specifically, I've been using this machine because I need these things, because they make something really handy for a wood and wool based house, and that's rock wool. So I've been trying to get as much rock wool as I can, and that's not my goal, by the way. Refine as much of my minerals here as I can in the induction smelter to get this stuff so that I can build my house, because here at spawn everything has burned down at least once. You'll notice probably like this here is a micro block roof. None of these are actual wood blocks because my house was the first to burn, I think. And then this house here, the beams have burned on it several times. In fact, I think we lost one just today. It got hit by lightning again. I'd have to go through it. Sicken's house burned as well. That's a new roof. I think that was a stone roof from the get-go, and that was always a stone roof because we started to learn. Anyway, my new house is I'm going for like a steampunk style. Oh crap! Sorry. What am I doing? I gotta go stick that in the induction smelter and use it instead of sand to cook. So my house is steampunk style, and I wanted to go with materials that would look right, so I went with wool, which is really scary. We'll just bring this with us. Oh, we're getting more. Okay, well, sometimes you don't get the slag. Anyway, so I'm gonna hit the nether portal, and I will meet you guys there. So I've been working on this. It's a time-consuming process, and if I really want to go steampunk, I'll be putting details on this thing for days, probably weeks. It's not finished, as you can see. Still got a lot of work to do on that wall, and I'm still putting in the floors. Actually, it's not finished on the inside. We can do a fly around though. This side here, I'm gonna probably put a windmill. And see, I was experimenting with micro blocks instead of rock wool. They don't burn, which is great. Unfortunately, at night the light comes through them kind of weird, and they look a little off. So I'm gonna try to change those out. Pretty nice though. It's coming along. Got turtle-powered lights, and then the other side of the house is completely unfinished. Like, I think I started putting some wool in. Yeah, but that's about it. I think I'm gonna do something here too. I was thinking about maybe trying to put in a water wheel. I going to play around with that, see what I come up with. I guess before we go in and take a quick peek at my stuff, I got some tree breeding going on. So I got cherry trees. Actually, I did that at spawn, and I brought them with me. And I'm getting a flax farm going so that I have enough string to make that windmill. Unfortunately, I have no diamonds left, which I dug a quarry under my house, and I'll kind of show you why in a minute. So got food, some Heineken, which I have no idea what that's for. Some sheep that have been helping me build the house. Cows, and I got a chicken farm under there. Yeah, the only thing I came out here with was, well, definitely my jetpack. My sword, my bow, some arrows, and my drill. That's it. Because this game's so grindy. I'm not making that stuff again. And the quarry I borrowed. It's not my quarry. So here's the same power rig for noobs. Basically, it's just energy tesseract from that lava system, which has an auto shut off, so that it doesn't just burn through all the energy. And set up on a wireless receiver. And actually, this is the transmitter to turn it on and off. This is the receiver to wait. Yeah, just to tell me if it's on, and then if it's on, the light lights up. If it's off, the light turns off because it's an inverted lamp. So, and that's all the machines that I have to date. That's it. Powered furnace, a pulverizer, and a igneous extruder. So, so this is my house, and it's coming along. I'm going for open concept, which is very un-steampunk, but I find inside steampunk houses too congested. I'd go crazy. So, I'm still putting the floors in, of course. This is going to be my probably my machine area with the fireplace that I can use to hide pipes if I want to. I think I'll probably keep this for power. I'll bring some power up through the floor there. And then trying to add as many iron and later brass details as I can. But it's expensive. I took like 4 iron blocks that I had to compress at spawn to cut up to make this handrail, which was crazy. So now up here, I've kind of just stopped working on it because I'm not really sure what I'm doing up here just yet. Plus I don't even have the walls finished. So I'm at the point now where I'm ready to get off-town power, I think. Or at least start building something to replace it. So having seen Sicken's amazing tree farm at spawn, which is basically just voiding all the product, but not really wanting to take everything from it, like I could just put an item tesseract and pump it all here. But I'd like to have my own setup. So what I did was, with Sicken's help, I basically copied his whole farm design. And it's right down here, running. It's a smaller version of it. But, oh, this was fun to build. Lava around here everywhere. Sicken was down here earlier working on it, mussing about here, so clearing out. I guess, oh, that's a good idea. Give it a little more space to grow trees. I don't think this will work though. I think they need 2 blocks, but it's possible. Yeah, I mean, it's lava behind all these walls, so we had so much fun with that. So this is Steve's cart setup. The cart took like 20 minutes in the cart assembly table to build. 5 or 6 diamond to make the blades. And like a ton of materials, but these things are so cool. Steve's carts is quite complicated to make, I find. Greg Tech and Steve's carts are very, very similar. Though I don't know if I can explain this rig. This is Sicken's design. And I tried to build it on my own, but I struggled. But all it does basically, cart comes along, brings the wood, deposits it, receives coal from the system, pumps everything into this distributor. The distributor sends everything through the filter. The filter will circulate wood into this generator up here. If the generator's full, which it is all the time, well, it's not full, then it'll pump it. Excess wood will get pumped into the furnace, and the furnace, powered by the generator, will pump that back into, I guess, the cargo distributor, back into the manager, so that when the cart comes by, it can fill up on charcoal, which keeps it running. So it is a self-sustainable system, doesn't require any more intervention from us, just keeps running forever and ever. It isn't really producing a wood surplus, which is a bit of a worrisome thing for me. I'm not really sure. But then again, I don't really care about the wood. I don't need the wood. I just need the saplings and the apples. So, and there's not much I can do about that. I mean, I could make it bigger. But as long as it produces enough saplings, because I think my power type, I'm going to go biofuel again. Based on saplings and honey and whatever other stuff I can throw in there. Probably apples, make apple juice. So, at least to start with anyway, until I come up with something better. Because I will be bringing my bees. So that's pretty cool. A lot of time. Now, I could expand it. I could just run the quarry. Oh, there must have been a big tree up here. I could bring the quarry back down here and just dig this side out and expand it under the river. I might do that. I'll have to think about that. If I wanted to. I'm pretty sure I have leftover track. Yeah, I do. I've got quite a bit. So, so today, if I have time, let's see if we can get started on that. Mind you, I have to bring over all my bee stuff and probably get... Well, what do I do first? Get the bee stuff set up? I mean, I could start using the saplings in water and make biofuel that way. Yeah, okay. Let me get my things together and we'll start making a little bit of stuff for this power system. Alright guys, so I am going to start putting in the basics for my fuel-based system. But I do have some materials that I need to refine, and that's going to take time. I'm going to do that at spawn so that I can get as much slag as possible. Oh, we got some diamond. Just two. Jeez. Anyway, so what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to get some basic Zycraft tanks in place here. So, because we're going to have 3 things coming out of here. We're going to have... Okay, how should we do this? The fuel, the engine area is going to be, I think, here. You can see in there. So, I think the fuel should go here. Don't ask me where I'm going to put all my bee stuff. But I think we'll do the honey in the middle, and then we can do apple juice at the back. So we got space for 3 tanks. I think this will fit. So these are the... We're going to use Zycraft for this, by the way. This is a 7x7 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if I can fit 3 tanks that are 7x7. Nope. I can do 2 tanks. And then I have a space in the center. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll do the apple juice tank lower. Because I have a feeling I'm going to have... Well, I know I'm going to have a lot more honey than I'm going to have apple juice. So there we go. 2 7x7 Zycraft tanks. So I don't have anything under this. It's just an empty space. And a long fall to your death. Which is what's going to happen to me if I don't get my jetpack recharged. I'll have to be real careful, I guess. Okay, so we'll use... I got a ton of stone left. Actually, I don't have a ton of stone. Why has this gotta be so hard? I think I have stone upstairs. Wait, what was that? Take this off. It's just cobblestone. Okay. I think I have stone up here in this chest. Yep. Lots of stone. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some nice brick, and I want to make some glass viewer blocks. I hope when Zycraft recognizes it as a tank that it keeps the texture, because they look super cool. We'll just use this crafting table here. So, crap, I need glass. Do I have any? 20 blocks. Yeah, I'll have to make some of that off camera. These are super cool, though. You get 8 of them. I don't know if when you break them, if you get them back. You should. Yep, you do. They got iron in them. And I'll have to make some valves. Okay, but we don't have enough glass to finish this thing off anyway. So what I'll do is I will get the basic shapes in place and get the valves. Well, maybe we'll build the valves on camera. But I'll get the basic shape in place and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Mostly ready. I've put in some scaffolding. Try to get an idea on how deep these tanks would be. So there's got to be 7 by 7 by 7. So, and this is the material I'm going to use. Complements the rest of the floor. I think it looks nice and pretty. So this is a 2-block thick floor because, I don't know, I worry. I don't like making stuff paper thin. So we're going to break this out, hop down there, connect these rings. I've made some glass. It's cooking right now, actually. And I cooked some zirconium to make zirconium bricks while we were waiting. So we have everything we need, I believe, to make the valves for these things. Gotta have 2 valves, one in, one out. So this one here is going to be the fuel one. I think we'll probably put both valves on top, because I think I'll put the refinery stuff over there. And then the other one will have one on the bottom, one on the top, probably. Well, we can always move them around. It's no big deal. And I went and charged my jetpack, too. Because dying is fun and everything, but I don't think you guys want to watch me go pick up my stuff for a half an hour. So the Zycraft tanks, as far as I understand it, and I have made one before, as long as the 4 corners are the same block and you have a solid structure, I believe it recognizes that it's a tank. I think that's all you gotta do. So, I mean, we're gonna make them pretty looking, but, you know, wouldn't matter really what materials you use. And I'm going to put some, like I said, some glass viewer blocks, which is just iron and glass together, just so that we can see from the sides what our fuel levels look like and whatnot. And plus, you know, it looks cool, right? Okay, so 7 blocks will be, so that's 1 already. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe that's it. I mean, I think the largest tank you can make, and correct me if I'm wrong, is an 11 by 11, I think. But, I think this is going to be enough. I don't think we're going to have to make a huge tank and do a floor rip out to make it fit. I can always make another tank, too. Alright, we're back. Oh, man, I don't know. Interruption after interruption. It's only because I'm trying to record something in the middle of the day. Usually I wait till my kids have gone to bed, but because it's summer, they're outside playing, and as soon as I start recording, they gotta come talk to me. See what I'm doing. Plus they're playing this game, and I just heard a blood-curdling scream. I thought somebody was being murdered out there. It's just some game they're playing. So if you guys hear any screaming, nobody's being killed or murdered or whatever. It's just kids playing games, and they're ending up in my YouTube video. And I've got a fairly good headset. It's got pretty good noise cancelling, so I mean, this screaming's loud. Oh, good times. Anyway, so yeah, we got our shells done. So I do want to see a little bit from the bottom. So we're going to put some glass viewers on the bottom, top, and then we'll leave kind of like a panel or whatever, like a single, probably a single, you know what? Let's just do it like this. This will look cool. I'll build one. Not that there's anything complicated about this. It's a 7 by 7 box. I'll build one and then I'll probably do the other one off camera. Yeah, that'll have kind of a nice look to it, I think. Like that. We need this too. This is important. Ah! Am I out of those bricks already? Nope. Chiseled stone. I know without Sphax they would look kind of weird for this, but we are using Sphax. There's a zombie too. I don't know where he is. I can't find him. But when I do, he is gonna regret it. So Sicken recorded today, so his first episode should be going up soon. And he asked me to be quiet, not disturb him while he was doing it. So we'll have to find his channel. I'll link it in the description so you guys can see what he's up to. Probably making fun of me for not building my own tree farm. Is that gonna look okay from the top? Is it gonna look weird? You know what? I think we need to use another material here. It's gonna look weird. Or maybe I'll go with a solid glass viewer top. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. Okay, let's go make some of this glass viewer blocks. I don't know what mod these come from, but they are super nice and they don't break. If we don't have enough glass, we'll go back upstairs. So you just put one iron, surround it in glass. I don't know if 32 is going to be enough. Okay. So, you know, I mean, if you're short on iron, this is definitely not the block for you, but hopefully they work okay with the Zycraft tanks. I don't see why not. Let's put a floor in here so we don't fall. Regular glass, Zycraft does something weird to them when it recognizes the tank, and it ended up, my other tank ended up reverting like to the default glass texture, which was really strange. So I hope that doesn't happen here, because it doesn't look very nice. I don't know how to update it, that particular texture. Oh, wow. This is going to take a bit of glass. Going on up. I gotta clear that death point. This should be enough, at least for the first tank. So I guess I'm building the honey tank? Apple juice tank? Honey tank first, which is okay, because we're not gonna have fuel for a while. Okay, so again, 8. Give me a ton of those. Thank you very much. I will probably try to do more building on camera than I did with the Minecraft, the Mome Pack LP series, which I will be continuing. Just kind of got tired of the modern building style, to be perfectly honest with you. And always having to do administrative duties when I get on. Just kind of makes you want to play without, you know, worrying about everything, which is nice here because I don't have any extra mods aside from the Minecraft stuff. Well, I have a Spotlight mod. It's like a Greg's Lighting. That's about it. So it's a nice change, especially the not having to build modern style. I really wish I hadn't gone that direction now, because I'm not very good at it actually, and I don't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Kind of like medieval building, you know? This looks cool. Okay, so we'll put... well, we don't know. This is the honey tank, right? So I don't know where the honey's going to come in. I think I'm going to use... Should I use something else over here? Or should we go solid glass? Be nice if I had iron. I'd put iron right here, but God, I don't have that much iron. Smooth stone. I don't think that'll look very good. Cobblestone might look okay. For now, yeah, let's use cobblestone for now. I like cobblestone. Kind of goes nice because I've got it on the walls and I've got it in the center. So one valve can go here, and I don't know where the second valve is going to go. Actually, it'd probably be better if I put one valve over here, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, one valve... Yeah, because it's going to feed into the fermenting system. Or could go on the bottom. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Ow. So we'll have one valve going out there. And then we'll have probably one... I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have to walk over pipes as I walk through here. But then again, I could put a step or something. I'm changing my mind over and over again. Alright, we're going to put them in the top for now. We can move them if we don't like them. Alright, Zycraft valves. Let's go make you guys. Let's see if this works. Okay, so here is the dark zirconium that I cooked up, and some brick and some redstone to make these dark engineering blocks. And my understanding of this is that you can use any color to make these valves. It doesn't matter. I need 4 valves, so I have plenty. Oh wow, it makes 4. Okay, I've got an excess now. That's fine. We're gonna have more tanks. Oh, I don't know if I was thinking it earlier. I don't know if I said it, but the Zycraft on the Minecraft server, they stopped using the tanks because of lag. But I was reading. I was reading. There we go. That it's not the Zycraft tanks themselves, but Zycraft tanks in combination with the those lamps, Wrath lamps from Factorization, that are causing lag if they're in close proximity to one another. So what does this mean? I can store 2,000 buckets worth in here? It's a pretty good sized tank. That looks sweet. I can't wait to get that filled. Check it out. How cool is that? Alright, I'm going to build the second one, and probably won't be able to put anything in today. We'll get a look at the room when it's finished, and I might go get myself some Liquiduct just so we can put the pipes on the floor and see how that looks. Again, going for a steampunk style, and I think that is pretty good. So we'll be right back when I get the second tank done. Alright, we're back. So I had to hit spawn again, use the induction smelter to make some hardened glass. I got the second tank done, and I just wanted to put some Liquiducts in. Like I said, I know I'm going to use I'm going to move the valves, but I think that's right. No, it's the other way around. I'm going to make some Liquiduct pipes just to see what they're going to look like, and then I'll probably do some work off camera in moving the bee stuff over, and I might set up something for next episode where, you know, getting honey pumping into this thing and a refining system and whatnot. So, you know, we can do a couple of different ways of doing this. Probably going straight up would be one cool way. And then it can feed into this room, which will be the engine room. Well, half of it's going to be an engine room, the other half is going to be a refinery. Not a refinery, but a I might just poke the hole, move it over one. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I prefer it straight. Good thing I got my wrench. The other thing we can do is just do it right on the floor, which, you know, kind of like this, which would use a lot less pipe. With my boots, it's no problem to skip over. Let's just clean that up. Oops. Or maybe both. Yeah, anyway, we got some options for how we want to run the pipes. What a fancy room. And you can see the tree farm right through the Zycraft tank. I wonder what that's going to look like when it's full of honey and fuel. Alright, so anyway, that's it for today. And so if you like this series and you want to see more, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you got any ideas on how we can make this room look more steampunk style. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.